Hey everyone, John Michael here. It's the season of giving, and we wanted to highlight some of the ways you can give back to the Fort Worth community. First, we talked with Marie Francis, the Human Services Manager for Community Action Partners, or CAP. CAP has a ton of programs to serve people in Tarrant County, too many to mention here, but you can find a list of them, their requirements, and how to apply on their website at fortworthtexas.gov/CAP. Marie also talks in detail about a few of these programs, including our Water Bill Assistance Program. Then we take a trip to the Fort Worth Animal Shelter to talk with Jessica Brown, the shelter's superintendent. We talk about all the ways that you can help the animal shelter, including volunteering, donating, and of course, adopting. They have an exciting and awesomely named adoption event starting on December 12th called the 12 Strays of Christmas. It runs through Christmas, and all adoptions will cost you only $12. This will help get pets into loving homes just in time for the holidays. Find them on Facebook at Fort Worth Animal Care and Control and on their website at fortworthtexas.gov/animals. Now, let's get to the show. So, can you tell me your name?
Marie Francis.
And what do you do here?
So I'm the Human Services Manager for Community Action Partners, which is a section of Neighborhood Services Department.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the Community Action Partners?
Sure. So Community Action Partners is the community action agency for Tarrant County, and it was designated by the Texas Department of Housing and Community Affairs as a community action agency. As such, we receive federal dollars to assist clients who are low income in Tarrant County, so we do the entire county. Our mission is to move people to self-sufficiency from poverty, and so all our programs are designed to assist people who are vulnerable and then to move those that can to self-sufficiency.
Can you tell us a little bit about the programs that you have?
Sure. So we have the first one that is very popular with everyone, as it should be, is our Comprehensive Energy Assistance Program. So that pays utility bills, gas or electric, and propane. And so a client would apply. It is totally income-based, and they could receive up to 8 payments throughout the year.
Oh, okay.
And so that is for those who are vulnerable, elderly, disabled, or families that have very young children. It really helps during the really hot months and then the really cold months, even though Texas doesn't really have super cold months.
Yeah.
But it's a way to supplement their income and ensure that they have services. The other one is the Community Services Block Grant. And with that, we can pay for people to go back to school for short-term certifications and licensures.
Oh, cool.
We pay for the tuition, we pay for their books, we pay for their uniforms if needed, special equipment, boots, work boots, anything that will help them move forward in their career. And again, it has to be 6 months or less of a certification, but it really has helped a lot of people.
Yeah. And so people have to qualify for all these programs, right?
Yes.
So each program has a different set of qualifications. So
Exactly.
Okay. Well, tell us, so, we're the water departments, and
Yes.
you have a water bill assistance program.
We do. So we have 2 different pots of money that we can access. One is Community Services Block Grant, and that's for emergency services. So if somebody has a disconnection notice for their water department, City of Fort Worth, or anywhere in Tarrant County, so any municipality, we can assist with that. But the water department actually gives us water donation funds. And those are for City of Fort Worth residents only, but we can assist those clients who need special help. So that would be someone who is undergoing chemotherapy, on dialysis, that maybe has home health coming in because they've been ill. And those are our priorities. If we have a ton of money, and we don't usually, but if we do have money, then we could help those others that maybe don't meet that criteria but still need the help.
Yeah. So how can people donate to this program?
So for the Water Donation Fund, which is for City of Fort Worth water customers, in your water bill, there's a little box that you can check that says, I would like to donate 50 cents or $1 for those that are unable to pay their bills. And you just check that off and add 50 cents or whatever you want to, and you can send it off with your regular water bill.
Okay, so it's added onto your regular
Yes.
water bill. And so you service all of Tarrant County.
Yes.
But our water payment assistant is just for Fort Worth water customers, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes. So if you get a City of Fort Worth bill, then you would qualify, even though you might not live in Fort Worth. So, there's some municipalities that buy water from the city.
Yeah. What other programs do you guys have?
So right now we have 2 veteran programs. They're funded by the Texas Veteran Commission. One is called Forward Home, and it is for rental assistance or mortgage or utilities for those veterans. The qualifications are you have to have served in the military. If the discharge does not matter, so you can have an honorable or a dishonorable discharge and still get assistance. And that is a program that does have income limits, but they're fairly high, so I encourage any veteran that needs help to apply. The other program is the Texas Home for Heroes, and it is to help make the homes that the veterans are living in safe. And so we can do ramps, we can do grab bars, we can do roofs, we can do water lines, gas lines, anything that needs to be repaired. And again, it is income-based, but the income threshold is fairly high, and we can spend up to $15,000 on a home.
Oh, okay.
The other program that we have are private utility companies such as TXU, Direct Energy, Reliant, Atmos give us funding for those that may not qualify for our programs. And so that is extra funding for either those that need a little bit of extra help or those that are over income but who really have had a crisis in their life. And so if you are a TXU customer, we can access TXU funds. If you are a Reliant customer, we can access Reliant funds, et cetera. And those are really good programs because they're really, being over income does not mean that you are wealthy. It just means that you're over that threshold.
Yeah.
And it's still fairly low.
Yeah. So you guys process a lot of applications.
We do. So far, our program year runs January to December. And so from January to now, we have processed 6,752 households.
Oh, wow.
Throughout Tarrant County. And actually, we don't even hit the 10% mark of how many people are considered low income in Tarrant County. There's over 200,000 households who are considered low income.
Yeah. What does a typical day look like for you?
So for the people that work with Community Action Partners, it's different every day. We have 8 centers where a client might go to receive assistance. And so the caseworker will have appointments scheduled for the day, but maybe a few people walk in and they want to apply then, or maybe there's a crisis. Somebody had their services disconnected, and so they're elderly or they have young children, and so something has to be done immediately. So every day is very different. Caseworkers work with clients 4 days a week, with one day that's supposed to be paperwork day, but actually it turns out to be 5 days a week. And we probably see half of those households through the centers. The other half comes in through our mail-in application and our online application. So because we wanted to be able to reach all people, office hours tend to be 8 to 5, and a lot of people are working, but they still need assistance. And so mail-in was what we went to, and that has been very successful. And of course, for those that are millennials and not boomers, the online has been very effective as well. People can actually apply online, upload their documents, and get service that way.
Yeah. And you're, how many employees do you guys have?
So that actually do direct service with clients, probably 35.
Oh, wow. Okay. I thought it was going to be a lot higher than. Yeah. That's incredible.
They do a lot of work.
Yeah, no kidding. And the 8 sites that you mentioned, that's spread all throughout Tarrant County?
They are spread throughout mostly Fort Worth. We do have one in Arlington.
Oh.
So it's at 401 West Sanford. And but the others, so if you have somebody maybe that's in Euless or Hurst or Bedford, we can do little mini community intakes at churches, at agencies. They'll allow us to have a little bit of space as long as we're able to have a laptop. We can process people that way. And so we're really trying to encourage people to apply for programs. We have a lot of money. Yeah. We have a lot of utility assistance right now. And so if somebody needs help, there should be no reason why their services are disconnected.
Sure. So where can people go to find the application and to apply?
So they can call our automated scheduler that'll make them an appointment. The number is 817-392-5790, or they can go to fortworthtexas.gov www.hrcos.org/CAP, and they can download an application to mail in, or they can just apply online.
Okay. So tax season is coming up. Do you guys have anything to help with that?
Yes, we do. So we have the VITA program, Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program, and it is free to those that make less than $58,000 per year household income. And there's centers all over Tarrant County, and hours are different everywhere. So the number to call to find out a location near them and the hours of operation would be 817-392-5698.
What's your favorite water movie?
So Splash with Daryl Hannah and Tom Hanks. It's a magical story of a mermaid that comes to land and has to learn to live on land and falls in love with Tom Hanks. I mean, it's a perfect fantasy movie.
That's a good answer. I don't think anyone's ever said that. I'm here at the Fort Worth Animal Shelter with
Jessica Brown.
and she's going to give me a tour of the facility, so let's go. That's cool that you have cats in the conference room.
Yeah, so
That's
these
neat.
are cats. They've both been here for about a year now, actually. So they're cats that don't show very well in their kennels, so we give them a little extra room in this area, little cat condos.
Oh, that's nice.
So this is our adoption lobby. So this is where people enter when they're interested in adopting, as well as return to owners. So when people lose their animals and then come in to reclaim them.
I like all the artwork you have on the walls.
Yeah, that was done before my time, but a few years ago. I think they actually had some kids come and do it. So that's pretty cool.
Oh, cool.
So first, we've got our adoption cat area. We don't typically have that many cats. They do normally go to our PetSmart locations, but about, you can see 20 or so in here that are waiting to be adopted.
Okay, so you guys partner with PetSmart to get the animals out there, and
We do. We have 2 PetSmart locations at Hewlin and Alliance. So we actually, it's an everyday adoption center. So we run the adoption centers. We have our own staff there. They're open 7 days a week. So we have usually about 30 animals at each of them. Got our smaller dog room right here. It's normally pretty empty. Small dogs get adopted much quicker than large dogs. But anytime we have a miniature dog or some puppies, they'll be in this room right here.
one of my coworkers told me to look for a wiener dog. Do you know if you have any wiener dogs around? I guess they'd be in here if you did, right?
What kind of mix are you? I'm not sure. We do get them in sometime. All of our
Give me a
animals
close-up.
that are available for adoption are on our website as well. So anyone looking to adopt can go on just fortworthtexas.gov/animals and see all of them that are available. This is our behavior office. So Mark here is our behavior coordinator. So he works with some of the more difficult to adopt dogs and gets them adoption ready. He also works with volunteers on training new volunteers that come in, and then with some of our fosters too.
What kind of things do the volunteers do when they come?
We've got all sorts of volunteer activities. They can walk dogs, socialize cats, help us clean kennels. We have some that help our foster coordinators or our behavior coordinators. So lots of activities. Take pictures of all the animals.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah. This is our outbound office. So our rescue coordinator, our foster coordinator, and our transport coordinator are located in this office. So we've got lots of ways that animals get out of here. We've got your traditional adoptions. We also have rescue partners that will come and pull animals that maybe are sick or injured. We have a foster program as well, so you can foster animals through us, and then our transport program. So our transport program, we actually just really launched last year. Our goal is to get 1,800 animals out a year through our transport program. So we do have a transport truck and trailer that transfers animals to areas of the country that are less overpopulated with homeless pets. So they're actually shelters that have empty kennels, which is a dream for us. And people are lined up at the door waiting to adopt the animals when they get off our trailer. So we just reached a little over 1,600 animals so far this year, so we've almost met our goal, so we're excited about that.
Oh, I never thought of that.
Yeah, we go as close as Nashville and as far as Maine, so.
Cool.
All right, this is our intake lobby. So here's where you'll see animals coming in, either strays that people find or owner-surrendered pets that people can't keep anymore. We also will provide resources for people out of this area. So if they need food, if we have it donated, if they need food to keep their animals in their home or things like that, we'll talk with them in this area. We do have Spay-Neuter Network is sometimes stationed right outside the store as well, and they'll provide free spay-neuter vouchers and things like that to people to try to keep pets out of the shelter. as much as possible. So you've got here, we're going into our dog holding areas. So these are where animals will stay for the duration of their stray hold while they're here with us, or while they first get here. And that way we sort of transition them through the building as they end their stray hold and they're spayed or neutered with us. They go into our adoption kennels. So these are some of our play yard areas. We've got about 19 play yards here at the shelter. So we do try to get every dog out every day. Even if they don't get along with other dogs, we have individual runs out here. So we think it's really important for the dogs to be able to enjoy the fresh air and stretch their legs and have the ability to go to the bathroom outside. So they'll be in this area sometimes.
Oh, these are beautiful dogs out here.
Yeah. This is our Sallyport area. This is where our animal control officers actually pull in their trucks and unload when they bring in animals to us. Sometimes cats and dogs, sometimes pigs, wildlife. We get everything here. So this is sort of the first stop when animals come in off of the animal control truck. More play yards.
Oh, wow. Yeah, this is a lot bigger than I thought pulling up.
Yeah. We're about to start, our groundbreaking is in January for our new shelter, which will be the North Shelter. So we will have the 2 locations once that opens as well.
Where's that going to be?
287 in Bonds Ranch Road, I believe. Don't quote me on that.
Those are just meaningless numbers to me.
So this is one of our adoption kennels. We've got 2 more going that way, so about 80 kennels in each. These are our dogs that have already been spayed, neutered, or ready for adoption. Some of them have been here with us as long as 6 months. Some of them have just come in. So we've got lots of dogs, all shapes, sizes, available for everyone. Our dish area. So really the most exciting thing in here is our freezer. We try to give animals enrichment every day in their kennels as well. So we do have Kongs. We're always looking for donations of Kongs as well. So we do stuff these and freeze them. So the dogs have a little mental stimulation in their kennels.
My dog would love that freezer.
Yeah. We do also have a spay neuter clinic here. So we do all of our spays and neuters in-house, as well as some additional surgeries, injuries, things like that. And then we have a medical treatment ward. So all animals that come in ill or injured will go into that area until they're ready to come back into general population and be adopted.
So what's the process if somebody wants to come and adopt? Do they need an appointment, or what are the hours?
Nope, we're open 7 days a week from noon to 6, so they can come in at any time while we're open, walk through our whole building. The whole thing is open to the public, so they can see all of our available animals, and then they would just process their adoption paperwork. So it's pretty informal. We definitely want them to come in and feel like they can meet any of the animals here. Our adoption fees are $49 for dogs, and $25 for cats. And that includes their spay, neuter, microchip, all vaccines, everything like that. So we are starting an adoption special on the 12th of this month. So that will be our 12 Strays of Christmas promotion. And all adoptions will be $12 during that time. So that will go from the 12th of December all the way through Christmas. Yeah, so we're going to be posting on social media. We'll feature a dog or cat each day that came in that's looking for a home. Then we'll also be asking for certain donations each day, things that we can use around the shelter. So Kongs, blankets, cat scratching posts, things like that. Yeah.
Where can people find you on social media?
We're on Facebook. It's Fort Worth Animal Care and Control, so you can find us on there. We also do have a Twitter and an Instagram account, so they can find us on those as well. We do post the majority of our adoption specials and featured animals on our Facebook page. So we do have our Out and About program. So our Out and About program is an extension of our foster program. It's essentially just taking a dog out for the day. So your traditional fostering is normally a lot longer until the pet is adopted, but we know not everyone can do that, and we still want our animals to get out of the shelter. So studies have shown even an afternoon out of the shelter can reduce stress in the pets in our shelter. So you can come when we open, pick up a dog. Any of the animals here are available to leave for the day, and then we'll send you with a leash and a collar and a list of pet-friendly places around the city. When you come back that same day, or if you want to keep the animal overnight, you can too. We'll give you a report card to fill out so we can get a little more information about how the animal was in the real world, to sort of, help an adopter figure out which dog would be a good fit for them.
Oh, that's really neat. Okay. Do you have any pets?
I do. I have 2 dogs.
What are their names?
Mason and Cletus.
What's your favorite dog movie?
I'm gonna have to go with Homeward Bound. I feel like that's a good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Has cat in there too.
Yeah.
So we talked a little bit about volunteering. How do people sign up to volunteer? Is that information on your website?
Yeah, it's on our website, just fortworthtexas.gov/animals. You can find our volunteer link on there. You can volunteer at our main shelter as well as our 2 offsite PetSmart locations. And like I said, there's lots of different volunteer opportunities for everyone, whether you want to be with dogs or cats or just assist with administrative things or laundry. We have lots of options.
Laundry, fun.
Yeah. Always fun.
If people want to donate, can they just come up when you guys are open and drop stuff off?
Absolutely. We do have an Amazon wish list as well. You'll find that on our social media. So that does have our most needed items, but we're always looking for newspaper, blankets, treats, things like that. So people can drop those off at any time, either at our PetSmart locations or at our main shelter.
All right, thank you very much for having me out.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for listening. A huge thanks to Marie Francis from Community Action Partners and Jessica Brown from the Fort Worth Animal Shelter. We hope you have a wonderful holiday season. See you next year.